Hello everybody, it's Jan Monahan for Wrapping with Jan. I hope you're having a good week. I just got this today, and this is the Stamper's Kit for March 2018, and it's going to be as much a surprise to me as it is to you. So let's take a look. And I probably won't be making any cards out of this, but I'm going to try and make some gift bags and gift wrap. But let's see what it holds. See what I got. Okay. Well, first of all, it's all of everything you'd ever want to say about a best friend. Everything you do is unique. Wishes. You are amazing. Hello there. Oh, my favorite, free hugs. Free hugs. Make a wish. That's for your birthday. Awesome. And sending big birthdays. Oh boy. Okay. If you don't have a birthday set, this would probably be one to get. So here are all the stamps that come in here. And as you can see, there's a wide variety. And on the back, there are, oh, come on. All right, it's a hello, and hugs, and thank you, and all kinds of banners. And oh, they've even got a conversation bubble here. So that can be, I'll be using that quite a bit. Also in the kit, you have, they always send some really nice papers. And let's take a look, see what these papers are. We've got some black. This all looks like 80 pound. I haven't, it's all 80 pound black. And feels like 80 pound white, and then there's 80 pound craft. And oh, I'll bet this is the unicorn white, which I really need to get a bigger pad of, because I use this and use it and use it. And they've also given us some really cool glitter. Don't know what I'll use this for, but I can guarantee you I will be using it. And last but not least, oh, look at this. They've got all kinds of things going on in here. Let's see if I can get my, here we go. And there's not just sequins. There's stars. And I thought I saw, no, I thought I saw a button. I guess that was just an optical illusion. Wishful thinking. Anyway, these would make beautiful shaker cards. Add some red sequins or some blue sequins, and you've got yourself a 4th of July shaker card. There's always the New Year's. And so that's it, and I will be back with some, I'm sure there'll be a gift bag. I'm hoping to get some gift wrap, or maybe a gift card that has a gift certificate in there. Graduation is coming up, and oh, this would be good for graduation too. Ha ha ha. Okay, all right. Well, I will be back as soon as I can get some ideas, and I'll see you in just a moment. Now let's see if I did it this time. There we go. All right. Now this takes some time to dry because it is vellum. So in the meantime, we're going to take this out of my MISTI, and we're going to get rid of that. And now, where's that other stamp? Here we go. This is another old stamp of mine that I got, I think probably when my oldest son graduated. Yep, there it is. It's 2003. This is old, folks. So I'm going to try to get that on there without a problem. And once again, I don't know whether it's a Stampin' Up! Stamp, and I don't know whether it's available, but I'm sure you can find something comparable, either at your retailers or over the internet. Okay, let's see if this one works. There we go. Okay. All right. So if you can see that, it says, I'll put this up at the top here, you are amazing, unique, special, awesome, and the best. Congratulations. So let's get this glued on. And here we go. Here we are. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get a length of this ribbon, and I'm not sure how long we need it to be. But this is what came tied up with the kit, and I don't like to waste things. So what we're going to do is this fits right on top there, and you can see the image through there. And where's my hole punch? Here we go. Use my hole punch to make a couple of holes in the top, like that. And run this through. And tie it up just like you would your shoelaces. And this would make just as attractive a card as it does a gift bag. And now let's adhere this to the front of the bag. go. Okay. And if you'd like, you can make your own matching tag and matching card so they know who it came from. But yes, here's project number 1. You are amazing, unique, special, awesome, and the best. Congratulations. Okay, we're on to project number 2. Once again, we're going to make a gift bag for a music teacher, or it could be the band teacher, it could be the piano teacher, the voice teacher, the whatever. Anything to do with music. This is a gift bag for them. You're going to need a small gift bag. And I've used some of the 80-pound black cardstock that came in the kit, and I covered most of the front of the bag using double-sided tape. Once again, not to waste anything, I'm using the packaging that came along in this kit. It arrived like that, and so I'm going to use this to cover the front of it, and that should be fairly easy to do. All right. I must commend the Hero Arts people when I don't know what adhesive they use, but boy, this it works very well. And I won't have to put quite so much adhesive on this. And I'm going to use this for something else because it's got stuff on the other side. I'm not quite sure for what, but we'll figure it out. And here we go with the double-sided tape. Something quite that strong. So, all right. And we center this. Stamped and die cut several of the sentiments that are on here. The only one that I took this stamp from another kit, and I'm going to go ahead and use that. I think I don't have really nice handwriting, so I always try to find a stamp with that's got the words I need on it, and if it doesn't, then I head for the computer. So what we're going to do here is we will put these on in an eye-pleasing manner. And before we put the rest of them on, I have incorporated this this Doris, and it's from their Embossing Essentials line. What these are music notes, treble clef and the quarter note and the, I can't remember. I only took a year of piano, so I'm not going to be able to help you guys out with that. Anyhow, let's see. I think that'll work. Okay, let's put those on. And I cut this out of some leftover gold mirror paper that I had left over from Christmas. And this, the packaging that came in there is, it's not matte, it's slippery. So you're going to have to have either double-sided tape or a very strong liquid adhesive. If you don't, I'm afraid if you just use a glue stick, it's going to slide around and slide off before the gift gets to its intended recipient. So keep that in mind. All right. Now let's, for the rest of it, and I would definitely recommend giving something to your band instructor, because he's the one out there, and especially if you're in high school, he's the one out there marching around with you, and I don't envy their job. I'm not musically inclined, so they have my admiration. And these also came in the kit. I'll be using these a little later in a shaker card, but right now I'm going to embellish this particular gift bag, and we're not going to use too many. This has already got quite a bit on there. All right, and last but not least, we are going to make a tag, a gift tag for this. And off camera, I already set this up, but I've taken the thank you, the words in the banners, I've taken, and I'm going to put this on a gift card. Not a gift card, a gift tag. Thank you. Now, let's hope this works. There we go. All right. And once again, I'm going to use the ribbon that came in the packaging. In the kit. Only because it's very color coordinated. I usually put a whole lot of raffia on this, but I don't want to cover up this design. So for your piano teacher, your voice teacher, who else would there be? Oh, band, anybody who deals with music. Here is a gift bag for them. Okay, on to project number 3. What I've got here are several of the stamps that came in the kit, and I've cut them out with the dies that came with the kit. And I thought making a pillar of flags for the birthday person would be a nice thing. So what we're going to do, you need double-sided tape, you need the March kit from Hero Arts, and in the kit comes this really cool silver embossing powder, and we're going to use that. And I have die cut the word hugs out of this, and we're going to go ahead and make this card. Now I know I usually talk about wrapping paper or bags or boxes or something like that, but every now and then you're going to need a card to put in a gift card or tickets to a concert or you know, present to your friend, let's go on vacation, but you never know. So this is a card. First thing we're going to do is take this double-sided tape and as carefully as possible we are going to, there we go, put this down on the side of the paper. And by the way, this is the 80-pound craft cardstock. It's cardstock that came in the kit. And once we get this on and make sure it's on straight, we're going to go ahead and take it off, leaving the adhesive on there. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to cover this with this sparkle metallic silver, and this is going to be our flagpole, our pillar, our I don't know what you want to call it, but it will be what the flags are adhered to. And make sure there's no, oh, that looks good. That looks really good. And I had a girlfriend who started stamping, and when she got a hold of the embossing powder, the stuff she didn't use she threw away. And I saw her doing that after about a month, and she said, oh, you can just put it back in there? I said, oh, come on. So yeah, she was going through quite a bit until I showed her how to recycle it. So the next thing we need to do is heat set this. It's a beautiful color of embossing powder. All right, next thing we're going to do is very quickly, we are going to glue down all the banners, I guess you'd call these. And I'd like to start in the middle, that way things are centered, because if you start at the top and by the time you get down at the bottom, there's no more room. So let's see. This one here, and we're going to put the short ones towards the middle so we have room for hugs. And this is the bestest wishes. Okay, ouch. And the card base I'm using is not 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's a little bit larger. It's 5 by 7. And I needed it to be a little bit larger. Tell you what. No, we'll leave that one there. Let's see, what are we missing here? No. Yeah, we'll leave out Make-A-Wish. Because the person I'm giving this to, she's just getting a card. She's got everything that anybody would ever want. And so I just need to let her know that I'm thinking about her. So, all right, we've got all the banners on. Now it's time for hugs. Okay. And there we go. And this is the card that it's going to go on. And for right now, I'm going to glue this on, and we'll glue the rest of that on off the camera. When I make a card, I always like to make a matching envelope, and this is no different. In my MISTI, I've lined up some of the same sentiments that are on the card. You know, awesome, a great friend, and whatever. And we are going to make a card, so even the mailman or letter carrier, I think that's probably a better word, better title, even the letter carrier can get a smile out of this. I'm sure their job is as mundane as any. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, so here is the card and a matching envelope to send to my friend who has absolutely everything. So this is project number 3, and we've got 1 or 2 more to go. I'll be back. Okay, on to project number 4. This is a quickie. I've taken some decorative paper, and I do believe this came from one of the previous kits from Hero Arts, and I've cut it down to fit the front of this card. This will be my card base, and so this is a 5 by 7 card, and it's got a matching envelope. So first thing we do is adhere this to the front of my card base. And this, a lot of the decorative papers that come in these kits they're delicate compared to like the 110-pound Nina cardstock. This is delicate, and you really have to be careful. So we'll put this right on here. And it's not as centered as I'd like it to be, but it's going to have to do. And then, along with the kit, came this little conversation bubble die, which I have put to good use. And along with the die and everything in the kit, I've used several of the sentiments, and this is a wonderful kit for sentiments. It covers just about everything. And I cut out the conversation bubble and used the sentiments. And I'm going to take some foam tape, and I'm going to put all of these on the front of the card. And I don't think there's going to be any issues going through the mail. This doesn't stick up far enough that it would gum up the letter machines. I'm sure they have some kind of professional name, and I'm not privy to that. So, and these do stick up. Gives it a lot of interest. And last but not least, a great friend. And that's it for the card. Very simple. And once again, I don't like to send out a card without a matching envelope. When friends get my cards, they always know it's from me, even if it doesn't have a return address on it, because the envelope is always decorated. And once again, these are 3 stamps from the set. And voila! And there you go. So this is project number 4. A very simple card. Very pretty, but very simple card. And we're on to project number 5. You're going to need a small gift bag. And this one only has one handle. So, and I just picked this up at my local Michael store. I think it was about 49 cents, not very expensive. And you'll need, from the kit, the thanks die and some red and green markers. And I found in my stash an apple. And I've got some Copic marker friendly ink here. All right. And for all of you who are wondering, let's see, I'm using, R17 and R27 in the reds, and G14 and G7 in the greens. Now I haven't taken any Copic marker classes, so I'm no expert. So I'm very quickly going to color in my apple. And you might have guessed this is for a thank you gift for a teacher. And my mom was a teacher for 30 years. And the stuff she got for Christmas and for the end of the year, I think you could probably have filled up a garage sale. She got all kinds of mugs and cards and all kinds of stuff that she didn't really need. And so I always promised that when my kids got in school, that I would give the teachers something more practical. And this gift bag will fit any number of gift cards. So that's where we're going with this. So get this, and I didn't get my blue, wrong end, or didn't get my brown, sorry. We'll just have to make it green. Anyway, all right, so there's my apple. And we're going to put this on the front of the gift bag. And again, I'm using double-sided tape.